Yeah, I finally did it. Man, must I say that is one of the most frustrating times I've had on this boss. Okay, so the changes that I basically made was I brought Sun Wukong in onto the team because I wanted him to be the target for this so that none of the other people go down. I actually changed Mithrala up just a tad and gave her a little bit of extra stats and things like that. But in short, the whole plan that I had with this team, and I can go ahead and kind of explain what I'm going through here. Actually, I'll just go ahead since I'm already done with it now. I can actually replay it without without stuff. Let's take a look at these rewards here. Merciless, that's okay. Shield, kind of crappy there. Kind of crappy there. Uh, kind of crappy there. Kind of crappy also. Also more crappy. Got an okay banner lord here. This is cool. That's kind of nice. This is Pog for sure. This is really nice. Yeah, that one's really nice. Of course, would have loved the accuracy there. And then this one, the amulet, defensive with crit damage. If that purple rolls in the crit damage, I would be so happy. But resistance and accuracy on that is actually something that I need on Skinwalker. So that's really nice. Let's definitely keep. Okay. So let me replay it and kind of walk through my process of what I'm doing here. So first thing that I'm doing here is since I know that he's in attack mode, I'm pretty much going to first off hit the block buffs because he's going to do his A3 there. Then after that, while I'm in this time period here, this is the time period where I can buff up a little bit. And all this is just to make sure that I have 50% health or more when the boss changes form. That is the biggest thing that I've noticed, at least for me here. So it's really important to kind of just like buff your stuff up and get everything just kind of ready and prepared. Ready and prepared with this team. Having Kriskin here actually makes things a lot easier because I don't have to prioritize Venomage's stuff every single time. I can kind of chill out a little bit. As you can see, there's a decreased attack, which is extremely important to have out there. So I don't have to worry about putting it out there. Now it's just pretty much a one lane. So we see we have one person who's below the health threshold that I want. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and put the ally protection on here now because I should have it back and ready by the time. So I'll actually do that because I don't want Sun Wukong being targeted later on down the line. So we'll go ahead and put the ally protection, which should be fine. So yeah, you kind of see his health there. And we'll try that. We should be able to get it above 50% really quick here with Pythion. So here we go. All right, get some more poisons for a little bit more damage. Now he changed his form. And this is why I say get him, at least from what I've seen, make sure that everybody is above 50% health. If anybody drops below 50% health, he is going to target them with his A1. So that to me is maybe a hidden modifier that I see because I don't see that written here. Yeah, I don't see anything that's there. So I went ahead and took away all the things that they were saying. I guess for this part, yeah, when an enemy's cooldown is decreased with an artifact, accessory mastery skill instantly activates Ambius Abyssal Construct skill against a random enemy. So I think that a hidden thing is that he will attack anyone that's under 50% health and just give them the sauce. All right, and this is here thanks to community member Julius that was able to go get this information for me. Basically here at this point, you're putting Venomage's heal reduction on because you want it to carry on into the first turn. Go ahead and do your thing here, kind of chill out. Now this is one part that's also key. Do not use Pythion's cleanse here whatsoever. You do not need Pythion's cleanse here because you need it for going into the next turn. All right, now Mithrala's cleanse comes in key here. And as you see, your boy went down there, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so now we're good here. And since we're in our new turn, we can go ahead and start buffing up. So since he did the heal reduction portion there, also don't use your block buffs here. then this is what you want. You want him to use this skill first while he's under heal reduction. If he switches, you're gonna have to deal with the boss just getting a decent amount of health back up there real quick. So, which is okay, Also, so now this is another time period here where I can go ahead and put out this, that there. And then here we go. Here's Pythion's, basically his heal to keep and prevent us from being stunned. And this is the point of time where you want to use a block buff champion to basically strip any buffs that he has on him, literally only because you're trying to make sure to have enough HP going into the next round. So you can kind of see how it's going here. All right, there we go. There goes the HP. I don't need to put anything else because technically I want these debuffs to run out, but this is one of those unfortunate situations where the debuffs are not going to run out. They're not going to run out in time. So we're going to have, oh, no, we're good. Yeah, it didn't run out on Mithrala, which is okay. There we go. He didn't put the weaken on Mithrala that time, so we were able to survive that. And then again here, heal with Mithrala. You see the turn meters are a little bit manipulated here. Go ahead and put this out there so that there's survivability. Drop this bad baby down and hope that your boy survives it. And he didn't, but it's okay because we got the important stuff out there. And there he goes with that. He went again with the A2, which is literally perfect. Now this is where we do the cleanse to avoid being stunned. And then A1 with Sun Wukong. Go ahead and get ourselves a little bit more protection out here because we are looking a little sketchy on the health. And then kind of go from there. Bam. Easy clap there. All right. Now we're going to do the yoink here. Once again, put the stuff on again right there. So as you see, it's kind of like a whole ebb and flow thing that's kind of going on here. Now I'd say that we're probably a little bit in danger here. Just a little bit in danger here because we do have some people whose health is just looking really sketchy. But either way, I'm just going to hold on to it. Keep going here. So there's a chance that they survive. Yeah, there's no decreased defense, so Sun Wukong will probably go down. Okay, so we did have both go down there. But as long as Venomage is not going down, then you are good. You are good for sure. Go ahead and drop this out here just to protect the people who are alive currently. We'll go ahead and bring both back there. I know he's going to kill Sun Wukong. That's to be expected. And then he was still under that heal reduction. So that's ideally the situation that I want to end. Even though, of course, like right now, it's kind of like Among Us because you gotta figure out a way to get your characters back because they are needed. But the main people are here, so we can kind of keep going here. So just have to be a little careful. Something else that I notice is when he gets a little lower in health, it seems like he decides to prioritize his heal. Sometimes. So in like a very weird sequence here. And this is where we're gonna probably miss some stuff here. Yep. Let's see if we can, and see like right here. If I put this heal reduction out here right now, then he's going to basically take 2 turns. But I'm kind of like in a position, do I put it out there? Do I not put it out there? And I think the right choice is to actually try to force him to use his A3 here if I can, but I might not be able to. And then we'll go for the cleanse here just to be sure because we know he's switching forms. Yeah, so I couldn't do too much there. Not really too much there. And even if the run goes bad like it does kind of here, you can kind of sort of delay a little bit and try to reset some stuff here. So there we go. And then now at this point, this is where I'll go ahead and get everybody res back up. And here we go. Get everybody resed up. This is gonna hurt. And yeah. But I think the main thing that I see is just kind of like staying the course the best that you can, even if you see people fall down. Like again, people are gonna fall down here again for sure. Like they're gonna fall down. So uh unfortunately he went for the AoE move and we're still alive. So that's why I say it's really important to continue to stay the course. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to get yourself into too much trouble because you're gonna be able to do it. You're gonna be able to do it. There he goes. He takes out Sun Wukong, which is to be expected. Hopefully he goes for that. There we go. He went for the A3 there, which is perfect. So yeah, even though we're like down at this little last bit of health, it's the struggle for sure. It is a struggle for sure. But yeah, you know what? We got this. So now I feel like that we're in a good position to where I can go ahead and buff up here and then just try to get myself somewhat back into fashion here. Let's go ahead and take those buffs there. Let's go ahead and get a Chris back up here and put some poisons on. There we go. Okay, so everybody's still alive. We're actually going to go ahead and do the ally protection now. I don't think this will help too much from Mithrala, but it really depends on how much health I get back on this move here. Okay, so we got 10k. We might be able to survive this because we survived it last time, right? Surely we survive. Surely he doesn't go for the, there he goes. Okay, he took out everybody anyway. RNG sucks. But at least you can kind of see the whole rotation. So just to kind of explain the rotation again. First thing is try to get above 50% health, especially on the person that Amius is targeting. It seems like that it may be okay for some of the others because they have a large health pool. For example, my Mithrala, she's sitting at 63 or so K health. Pretty much everybody across the board is about 50k, 55k health and above, except for Sun Wukong. And so if they're low HP, it seems like that he will try to go for the kill if he feels like that he can go for a kill, just the regular boss mechanic that we're used to. Okay, and then once he transforms, make sure that before he transforms, you have decreased attack on the boss so that he doesn't nuke you down. And make sure to have as few buffs as possible, if not no buff. So any type of buffing that you want to do in a turn, you want to make sure that you do it very early to where you protect your team and then the buffs fall off right before you get to the point where he's going to change form. Once you do that, now you're setting yourself up to, once he switches forms, basically protect your team. So as you saw there, I was actually, before I was using the ally protection beforehand, but once I saw that I wasn't taking too much damage from the boss switching forms the first time, and mostly I died to the A1 skill that he has because it ignores 100% defense. So I said, you know what, let me start taking this hit. You take that hit, and then you skip Pythion's cleanse, and then you go ahead and cleanse immediately with Mithrala, and then put out the ally protection with Chris. And then that should allow you to survive whatever hit that comes your way. It's not 100%, but that's why for me, I use Sun Wukong because I'm not going high HP in particular with him. If I had somebody else, then they probably would be doing a little bit more HP. Also too, Sun Wukong brings in the blessing for me too, which is really, really big. You definitely want to have as many legendaries with Brimstone as possible because that's going to be the brink of your damage for sure, as you see. So Wukong does most of the damage because his Brimstone at level 3 is proccing, you know, pretty regularly, which is really good, really helps out. All right, now you start setting yourself up, and right before the boss transitions, you want to make sure that there are no debuffs or as few debuffs as possible. If you have debuffs on the boss will use the A2 skill and try to basically clear those debuffs and gives himself buffs. However, if he doesn't, then the first thing that he's going to try to do is stun you. That's where Pythion's block buffs comes into play. So he cleanses, he blocks buffs, the boss stuns, which also gives you a little bit more time to kind of heal your champions up from the previous rounds with Pythion, which is awesome. Now he's going to use his other skill. Oh, I'm sorry. if you don't have any buff on him, yeah, he'll use the stun, and then he'll turn around, he'll use the other skill basically. And just so that you, and then with Venom Age, that's why you're putting the heal reduction to make sure that he doesn't heal off of his A3 skill. And then that way, you know, you're putting yourself in a really good sequence. So yeah, you ideally want him to do the A2 first. You don't want him to do the A3 first, because the A3 is a stun, but it also tries to do the thing. So it's, you kind of want to leave no buffs on him so that he does the A2 first while the heal reduction is on. That way he doesn't heal, and then you leave the block buffs up. The block buff is 2-turn block buff, so you're good. So it'll come back around, he'll be fine. So that's kind of like the whole rotation that I'm doing there. I know it kind of took a little while to explain all that, but that's the rotation that I used. And that's, to me, is my understanding of the boss. Is once you understand the major failure points, then it makes it so much easier for you to beat this boss. So I know, again, not everybody has Krisk, but most people will have pretty much every other member of team person that's on the team. You don't have to have Krisk in there. You can put somebody else in there, ideally somebody like Skrank, or anybody that brings kind of like some protection to your team, or maybe a reviver, an additional reviver that's really tanky, like Elva. So this was the team that got me through. It took me quite a few tries, but I was able to do it. So we're all done. And yeah, now I can work on these other horrendous stages like this one. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here, bro. This is gonna be tough. Like, this to me is even tougher than Amos. Like, just looking at him, he looks so scary. All right though, but thank y'all guys so much for checking out the video, and I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace.